Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia for human welfare. So before I go on this topic, was Prophet Muhammad lost or astray? And on the word dalla, right, that I found on in Surah Dhaha, and some problems through the Shia belief, also looking at the Quran ayat in Surah Dhaha, and on this word, Arabic, in Arabic dalla, and how it can be used in the Quran. How many different meanings it has, also lost, astray. So before I go on this topic, I need to talk about something. So, someone might come here as they did, taking this person's photograph and all, right, and impersonating. And since I'm not feeling well, so please bear with me if you can. It's been like I feel that my case has been messed up, and it's very good. I really thank for the financial help, but I'm not getting emotional support or that kind of trust, that I need. And so I'm scared, like when you don't trust someone, doubts come up, or like my heart is sinking and all this. And I make mistakes and in my life, and also getting angry and all this. So I say I'm not feeling well, but like I've tried. Nothing has worked to improve myself, and in fact, I went into the worst. For me, it was like reading later on that this could be distance mind control and all this, and looking at the symptoms like this. Oh my God, this is never ending. In Pakistan, when I was living in Karachi, in my resident city, Karachi, in country, I was really scared, like what I had. It was very, very painful, very traumatizing, and I was like being restless. I thought I'm going to get well. God will help me. This is be Fatma Zahra's help, but I didn't get well, and I was missing my principal a lot, and I couldn't leave. My friend from London, brother friend, told me come here in where he was from. I couldn't go there and all this, and so but, okay, the person coming here with the picture now and all saying you don't say bad things, don't ruin my reputation. It's not even that person. They've just impersonated by taking a screenshot of what they had on my live stream from my live stream. And so I wasn't feeling well, and it's a long story, right? But the thing is, reputation, or like I think it is a crime, right, to disrespect people who are not well. And when the person is saying, and he's a close family, he was a close family member in from year 2000. So I'm not going to take the name again or anything. Mel Robbins. I was shocked, but she did say, like, you must have come across an incident like this in your life, right? Where you've, you know, gone through people disrespecting you, and these kind of situations, right? Where people respect you. Mel Robbins. So, one of the videos on sneaky ways where you can disrespect a person. Where is it? So I haven't gone in my library, but I'm okay. I should go because there are a lot of things. Which one was it? Yeah, recently I've also mind. Six sneaky ways could have checked. Recently also shared again. This person is amazing, right? She's amazing. Mel. So, 6 sneaky ways people are disrespecting you and what to do about it. Mel Robbins, absolutely wonderful person, and her channel, her videos are absolutely wonderful. I really enjoy and get so much information, help also. And so, just, I mean, giving it out for free. Amazing. Recently, um, with someone, what's his name? I've forgotten, sorry. Charles. So, how to talk to difficult people, proven strategies to stop arguments and feel dot dot dot. Charles is, oops, yeah, so I'm not feeling well. I'm just going to hurry on this. I hope, like, this is amazing also, right? This video, how to talk to difficult people, proven strategies to stop arguments and feel. Say this, not that. So wonderful, Charles. Also, genius. They're amazing. I don't have words for this. And another thing is that not being well, and of course in the house. Before I um, right living. I don't know. So not feeling well, right? There are times when I had these nervous breakdowns, like further, and then you get all this the abuse and rude, and I really didn't like it. I really condemned it and all. So if I use the wrong words for it, it's been very difficult to prepare for my case also. Case I've been going on. That's why coming on this my case and all. But so talking about my case, I think people should be understanding, please. And I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Again and again, like I've been saying, okay, I'm on this, and I still don't understand. I was a Muslim, but when you find out something wrong about your religion, and it is not the true religion, I found out and I shared with you, right? But then why would I have these rude comments? I'm saying, please cooperate, please do this. Otherwise, like, let's say someone's taking medication, someone has, let's say, chronic anger problems, right? So if I have an anger problem, if I have a weakness, right? I hope I can say this, that none of us are perfect, right? So, as Mel Robbins was talking about the 6 sneaky ways of disrespecting people, one or two of the 6 sneaky ways, she was saying, even she has done this in her life and she's trying to improve on it. And so, none of us are, perfect. And that I, so if I say, that this is my weakness, and please don't be like, please cooperate here, because I could get angry and then I could start abusing and all this. When I'm saying to you that I have this, let's say, it's like I would go into very easily a nervous breakdown, and during that nervous breakdown, uh, I can abuse. So please cooperate here and help me, like, help me not go into that, right? And get angry and be like, cooperate here. This is not a debate and all this. And there are certain things now that should be considered crime. For example, in the UAE, right? The insults in the UAE. What is the law for insulting someone? Oh God! Now again, this. know why on this side. In the UAE, is a criminal. Okay, they're trying to stop. It's criminal, right? And it's not civil. I went to this law firm website and I found out, oh, just recently. Oh, so they explained it very clearly that in the UAE, insulting someone is a criminal law. It's not like every other country, or the countries in the world. They have this as a civil case, right? But in the UAE, it's a criminal law. It's a criminal offense, not a civil offense. So, like that, I would like to say that, uh, I would, like, something for me is a crime, right? It may not be a crime for another person. Like I was saying, covert narcissist abuse should be a crime, a criminal offense that should be reported as soon as possible. Or, like when I know it's very hard and we would like to forgive, and there's this trauma bond, and it's very difficult. But once you get if you'd like, if you can't deal with this on your own, take help if you're social workers, psychologists, and all, and please get all the help that you need, right? So, just crime of slander and defamation in the UAE. It is a criminal liability in UAE. Baker Tilly Law Corporation. One of those law corporations or firms. I went into the website and I realized, oh, it's a criminal. Insults in the, oh God, how have I searched it out? God. So this is a criminal offense in the UAE. Sorry, it got stuck and I get distracted easily due to my, and aggravated. I apologize. Insults in the UAE, criminal offense, right? But they're trying to get this stuck, or oh God. In the UAE, insults can indeed be a criminal offense, potentially leading to fines and imprisonment, right? In other countries, this is a civil offense, not a criminal offense. So, to bring a change in a law and say that, this should be like, I found a video that any kind emotional abuse is should be also a crime. Like, what were they saying? Now I can't remember properly. So there's a limit, right? And I wasn't well, and I was searching what I know what I went through, and so I was getting violent also and abusing because the voices and my violation of my privacy. And one of my family members living abroad while I was in Karachi, living in his country, was not didn't want to hear my, even for help. I couldn't tell him, like, if I told him, now I really believe there's black magic, I wouldn't get an understanding listening heart or ear, right? Someone who could be, it would just be like, no, and abrasive, or you believe in these things, something like very rude, abrasive way. Or I don't want to listen to this. Oh, please, sorry, I don't like this. I don't believe in this. So it was for the betterment, also sometimes for the safety. Like sometimes, for your betterment, or that I have to say this so that you know where I'm coming from. If I get angry at you, and then if I say this is a criminal act, right? Like I'm saying, like, So then you'll say, oh, well, you do it too. You raise your voice, you get angry. So I have to explain, like, why I don't really want to get angry. Like the lady clairvoyant told me in the UK. And now she was not even from, she was a Western lady, forgot. So, so this reason, I condemn it. I apologize, and I apologize to my siblings later on when like if ever, and I know that I must have the way I treated you very strictly, very monstrously, for discipline or this, and I can't take lies, and I can't take this, and I can't take that. So please, can you be careful? Can you just be cautious? Take care that I tried to talk to my siblings and say that this. Okay, my tone is getting a bit hard. Sorry, because can't I haven't. So I tried, and it is wrong, right? But a normal person who's telling, okay, you've got stress, I understand, but like apologize and try to. I saw that these people weren't even listening for their own. Sometimes, to make them understand. Anyways, whether you for your safety or not, there's another condition, a situation where you're normal but you're stressed. We can understand. You get angry and all this, right? So, but disrespect, I don't like. If stressed, uh, then try not to get yourself stressed. Or or say that I'm stressed and I would get angry. This is my limit, right? I don't know how to say it. So, disrespecting someone. Okay, you got angry at an elderly person or someone who's this. Now, the position, many conditions, many situations, many circumstances, the upbringing, the this. I cannot take disrespect from a younger person. I can take scolding like from a teacher, but if I'm wrong, but I cannot take this disrespect from younger siblings and all this, especially and getting angry. So some things I can't even. They told me not to blame yourself. I mean, the lady in London told me, don't blame yourself. I said I could get angry. She said, you flip. You flip because there's a sorceress after your family. You need help. Get help. If you're not getting it from me, get it from someone else. Right? So please get help from someone else. This is serious, she told me. It's going to destroy you and your family, immediate family meaning. And so I said, okay. I left it on God. I said, okay. And I was abroad and I called my aunt and I started to cry on the phone. I hardly do these kind of things, in front of people. But of course, being a Shia for the Majlis Imam Hassan, but I've never hardly cried for myself, but abroad and my father had a problem and yet recently he had got some money flowing and all this. And I was like, oh my God, it's I might fail in this or his money will be wasted. It was so difficult. Like I was asking people, should I go for higher studies and, taking money from my father and my brother, you know, didn't, my father couldn't send my brother at that time. This, that, and I feel guilty. So, like that. So that's why I was more stressed, more pareshan, worried in London when I was told. A flyer came to my hostel, and I went to this lady, and I realized that this chronic fatigue, and I need help. I need spiritual, as well as I need spiritual healing. All this, there are things that I can't bring out right now. Who knew and who told me what? All this in detail. So this, and let's see, my stomach is out, kind of. So, and I'm getting tired and exhausted. So, is there a way we can? And I'm not going with the people like okay, other live streams. There are these comments going on and all this. I don't like that way, so I don't agree to it. Sorry, right? I don't like the rudeness. So, for a better world, if we can, even make this a crime, some things that enough is enough. Okay, family members. My friend was saying, and from London, a very good friend of mine, wonderful friend of mine. When I came back and I was feeling guilty for something, and she told me, "Don't be hard on yourself. The family, it happens. Like you get into fights and all this, but and my mother and I and my father and I, I've been the first. No, I've been the second surviving born. So a little bit of difference between my other. I've been the favorite. Loved much, and like close to my father. Like we talk like friends. So this also, and uh, we don't even say salam alaikum. It's like it's too formal for me. My mother, when she would in Karachi, we lived. Here, I see my brother sending me salam alaikum and all this on WhatsApp. But before that, it was like, daddy, you know, m- my mother, all this, right? Uh, very casual and like this. This was not rudeness for us. So cultures differ, and sometimes with I didn't expect my younger siblings also to say salam to me. They this ah like that. Oh, I come. I want. I have to ask you. Like without saying salam or something like that. Just with my siblings and friends also used to come. Where have you been so long? Or you're good. You came today, and all this. Like we wouldn't say salam to each other, being Muslims in Karachi. So here it's different. Like if we don't say salam, it would be considered rude. So I have to change myself and all this. So I thought I need spirit. I need help. I need so, and I took upon myself this task, and I knew that there would be people, but I didn't realize that such rudeness. Like after explaining, Salahuddin came and all this. After showing him proof, I even got angry at Salahuddin from Saudi Arabia. Like I would, sorry, I can't understand. The person is showing you, giving you evidence from Quran ayahs. How much evidence can you know you need? And if then you don't see it, so why are you in this religion? Sometimes in the end, after 2 hours, 3 hours, he would agree. But at least, Shia, I haven't seen a Shia from coming like Salahuddin. That I appreciate very much. I, even though I got angry at him, I must have said some very rude things to him, against him, that you are a covert narcissist, or you are, what are you, like this cunning? No, no, sorry, cunning and all this. You're very clever, you're cunning, stubborn, I must have called him. But now I really, looking back, and I apologize. Like, I hope you understand this thing. But I can't understand this. So, and one thing, Mel Robbins has taught me, like, I watched her video again on the 6 sneaky ways. So she, like people come here and then say, "Oh, you're judging me," and all this. It's not about judging. Like, Mel Robbins, I really, what a genius! God bless her, protector. What word did she use? The data, gathering the data about you or about someone. That, oh, this is disrespect because, okay, so it's not judging a person. And I don't know why some people come here and say, "Oh, you're judging me." So I had to explain to them that uh, why are you judging me? But it's because you're showing me that the data is, one should say, the data about you is telling me that you are a sneaky person who is, like this, like this, like this, right? Your data, the way you're talking, the way you're, is showing me that. So judgments and Indian Hindu, I don't know, he's this also this person judging me, but we have to at one time see that if someone is being being disrespectful, we have to call it out, right? Like, of course, this is being disrespectful. This is being cunning. This is being sly. This is being dishonest. This is being disrespectful to honesty. If you come here and you say, "Oh, I never abused you," but they're saying, "Oh, you're being rude to us," but we haven't been rude to you. If I raise my voice, and, oh, so you're bullying us now. Raising a voice is also, I have to realize this and correct myself. But in this condition, I can't. Little patience, little to hold. My defense mechanisms are not normal inner defense mechanism that one has naturally. The grace of God is stolen away from me, and the energy is stolen away from me. So the point, back to the point, is that before I forget again, the you see the disrespect. Recently, also, they were saying you're rude. I said no, because you see, you are, even though I may not. I may abuse you and you may not be abusing me, but you have been rude. I see now you're being rude to uh, honesty. You're disrespecting you're disrespecting honesty of mine in this way. The way you have come, right? Okay, my voice. So, sometimes in the psychological condition, we can't even control our voices. I don't know if someone has say a borderline or some disorder, they can raise their voices and they don't realize, that this is you're not supposed to. We can hear you and you don't have to raise your voice, but I can understand that person is something behind this person. That's why he's raising his voice and talking. Some psychological problem also. Not a very serious one, but this is why he's raising his voice or she's raising her voice. And I have already said that I don't have that much. So I'm struggling all the time with myself, and my cells are struggling, like they're belligerent, fighting, and I don't have energy. So of course, um, my voice is going to be raised unless I'm subdued by by a headache, or some physical, stronger, intense physical pain. My voice would not be raised. It would be very like meek. Right? And some things should be. It's not about reputation. It's a crime. Over the years, what I saw, and you know, it's a crime to be disrespectful. Like the situation in year 2000, where I think, yeah, year 2000, early year 2000, 2001, or calling me to the place, inviting me, and then abs- like I wouldn't. I was there, and it was like what Mel Ribbons, oh Robbins, sorry, apologies. Mel Robbins said about the luggage, the dog in the cage, when traveling in the plane. So this person who was sitting next to her was very rude, and the way she described it and all, I wouldn't be able to describe, but it was like she was describing my thing more than I could describe it here, about the luggage, that I wanted to help someone, because I thought, you go earlier on to the airport, or let me help you. And I was like, absolutely not. Such a, and I wasn't feeling well. And, everyone knows like what trauma, what thing they're going through. And, going to my loved one, uh, when I used to, I would be very, I would never tell my driver, I would never snap at anyone. I wouldn't kill a bug when I would come home, or during the time that I'm going to our place. An elderly lady I have loved and still do. So, I mean, like, I don't know if I can call it, but attached to. And so I wouldn't, I was shocked. I was shocked. They're going to their loved one. Now they're married to this person, right? I was absolutely shocked. Like, what could be the underlying situation? This, I was like, and I'm not feeling well, a family member, eldest. I was like, absolute. I'm not even getting angry, nothing. I'm helping, wanting to just help this person. Like, no kindness, not like, okay, you're not feeling well, you don't have the strength to pick this, even though it was like a smaller luggage. And maybe he could have taken it in his hand, but like it was kind of heavy, and I don't think it could have been a wheeler type, wheeler that you. So I wanted to pick that up and help. The way he snapped at me, and no, absolutely not. Like, I don't want to. I hope I'm not exaggerating, but the way he said it, like, uh, like Mel Robbins says it better, yeah, in this video. When, in the plane, 6 sneaky ways people are disrespectful. Mel Robbins. Like, she can say it better. How long will it take me? Is this official? Is this echoes of Fadla? Is this official? Because I didn't see anything that could be wrong with his stomach, and I, I understand. There's no mention of something wrong with his stomach. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan's Sands of Poetry. So, God knows what these people are up to. What is this? But I shared it on Facebook without even listening to the whole poetry. And then I was concerned. I'm watching the video, and there's nothing about the stomach problem. Like, what is this? Are they making fun or what? So, uh, oh, so checking Sheikh when Sheikh Ahmed, His Highness Ahmed passed away that year. This happened now. He was married and he was going to meet his wife. He was going to her country. So recently I had a problem and I shared this. I said, this is, I was like, I had told my mother that there was a time I was taking psychiatric medication. And so I didn't tell her I'm taking psychiatric. I did or didn't. I said, because she told me never to, she told me never to take psychiatric medication. So I didn't want to bother. She was also not feeling well. So I had to lie to her, right? And I said I had to cover that up. So I said, but I said that to my mother that, I have this kind of, I feel like I have a brain damage. I will have brain damage, get very angry. And please, please, can you not get angry at me or, like that? Otherwise, I will get angry and I become violent now. So I know I was taking medication, like when I take when I was taking Lexartan or something, and then stopped it. It wasn't like for, like a psychotropic drug. The next day, I would be like angry, very angry, right? Side effect of leaving. Even my youngest brother told me, yeah, you shouldn't take these sedatives. So I could get very angry, or just no, sorry, for a little thing, I could get very agitated or aggravated. Side effects of these sedatives when you stop taking them, and also psychotropic drugs. Right? So I'm like, so recently, like, I was very much bored, helpless. I was very scared that here, some which man, who shall I ask and not trouble, and this time I so wait, I have to see this. So what I wanted him to someone that I had asked for help, so I could finish it with my other brother who was helping me on this. But he was so I went to this other one family member and I said, "Will you help me in this?" I'd forgotten about the past and everything. Then when I remembered, and another thing I remembered, and so he said, "Yeah, I will help you. Don't worry." And they said, "Don't worry. Here, no problem. Don't worry." Right? But of course, but I've been telling them that by just telling me not to worry, it doesn't help that way, right? I get worried. Like I have stress. Like my driver in Karachi, our driver, he was saying, he was getting this stress and for nothing, like just sitting. And then he got himself. I was like, why? Then he found out, checked, and he said he's not able to work properly. He's just sitting there getting stressed. Stress, high stress, anxiety, stress. So tension and all this, right? So then he got a checkup done, and then they found out that he has high blood pressure. But that was affecting his work. He was telling me this in the car once he told me. So like that, like the point I keep, I've, and I've told this brother, my family, who was my family member, that okay, so they keep saying, "Don't worry," or "Don't worry," but it's not. It's very condescending. I felt this is not right. Once I've explained to them that by your saying, all the brothers, right? They're saying, "Don't worry," and this and that. The problem. And you see, my mother and my relationship. If I've gotten it, it's I've explained it to my mother when she was alive, and we have explained to each other, and like I was living with her, and but still, like I shouldn't, like I was also not well. We would apologize. My mother would apologize. For this. This time it was so much that I thought that while when I called him and he picked up the phone, you know who I'm talking about. Recently, the one. I thought I'm going to get a heart attack, or if he had not put the phone down on me, and if he kept on saying these things over the phone, I felt like I would burst or get a heart attack now, or my health as it is bad. Something would happen to me. I would stop breathing, or I don't know I don't know how to explain this. Sorry, I have problems explaining. Like someone has vascular dementia. It's very difficult. Sometimes I don't use the right word. Also, okay. So this time, thanks to the Americans like Mel Robbins, I hope I don't call her Mel Gibson again, or Rib. Sorry. Yeah, this is me. So I'm sure she will understand. Understand. So, and she's not here. So the thing is, um, I was in anxiety, and I didn't realize that. Oh, those years back, year 2000, when this thing had started on me, and the way he snapped at me about the luggage, I was just trying to help, right? But he wouldn't allow me the way he snapped at me. It was very rude. Knowing he wouldn't want to hear my condition. Once we came here, I was with my father, and or he wouldn't want to hear my condition. Mhm. Like so that for things like he's got high blood pressure, he had, and whatever problems he had being alone here. So we realized that my father told me, okay, don't tell him your problem because it's intense, right? Even I needed help on this, right? Distance mind control and the symptoms you suffer. It's very, very. I told my father to read this, and my father said, no, I thought, okay, he doesn't have the heart. And I had to read it myself. It was, you know, like, you would keep the elderly people from telling them about a death or something like this, right? What are the symptoms being taught? This was the first time, and I had to read it. Like, oh my God, there's no way, there's no cure for this. And it was very difficult for me. My father blatantly, said no, refused to read this. and help, like, so he could understand and help me. My mother wasn't well. I could not ask her to do, not allow, sorry, ask her to do this. And also, so I've been, so devil possessed myself, I felt, and I've been feeling, trying to please take action before it's too late. I lose a person to mental asylum and they're innocent and they're being oppressed or someone's doing something to them. And please take help. My about our house in Karachi. My aunt, my mother's eldest cousin, sent someone for prayers, and she was praying 100 times rakat for prayer, namaz, salat. She helped out, but my mother, we would nothing. It wasn't working, and so you know, I've been rude with her also, like wanted to apologize, and I met her later on when my mother passed away. I was like also with her for a while there. When I met her, saying my friend has passed away, and she was crying at the alarm. Uh, Hazrat Abbas's alarm. And I was up that day. I got mad at you. I don't like to get mad at women, female, elderly people. So it was really like this demon and cursing my principal and oh my God, her grandchildren and all this, right? Like I turned into a witch in year 2000 later on, and I thought they had come to help me and heal me. And my left, the lady was right in London, so it's a long story, right? So struggling to be a good person, chasing after goodness, and it's getting worse when I thought it would be getting better, and telepathy was that I'm healing from chronic fatigue and then schizophrenia. What is this? For years. And they told me someone would come and they didn't come, but some things came right, and I'm waiting and missing. All this, it was terrible. And the attacks, and then when I left Karachi, like I was like, we had to take help from an uncle also, my father's eldest brother. My father told me call him up. I was like, I can't sleep, and what shall I do with this? And how shall I can't rest. There were these energies in me, wouldn't let me rest, clenched, tight, swirling. And when I'm walking, like going out for shopping or something, like more, repeating in my mind, so much poison, negativity. Again, oh, if my brain, this one, Miss Jessica, it's going in my head. My friend, Christian friend, going in my head, like my head, you know, walking. I didn't, my energy, I don't know how I've made it this far. Or they've just, but so, like, I wouldn't call my father's brother, right, for help. We've lived away from them in Karachi. Once my father did take me before this also when he was in Dubai, but before that, I mean, I myself would not be calling. And I was like, how am I talking to him? I would never talk to him like this. The way I was talking on the phone with him, like in that very, and a little bit, like this, this. So how's my voice raised and all that? I was shocked at myself. Not not rude, like I wasn't screaming or shouting at him, and just a little bit, like I'm tired and my voice is raised or struggling to say something, explain to him. I've never spoken to my father's eldest brother like that. So very shocked at my behavior in that. Okay, so very. So what happened is forgetting what happened, and then coming to back to this brother, and then I was thinking, what if later on, because I can't take it from this youngest brother and now this brother and his worker. I mean, my youngest brother's worker and all this. 1 year he hasn't forgiven, he didn't come. And so who shall I'm like, you have to get up. You have to help yourself. You go and do your thingy. But the thing is, I need a bank account and need to also so okay, I can get my brothers and since they've been he's been helping me. So I thought, okay, I'll go back to this brother, the old, not older than me, but older than my youngest brother, and I'll say, can you see that this Majboor? That day I was thinking that which Indian man or some, man here, or which relative, I'm an ex-Muslim, I don't like to, cousin of mine, she, I haven't kept in touch with them, and very shy to get help. Sinking, stressed. Okay, so what did I do? I called my other brother. We said, okay, we'll see and all this. But then I was like, oh, in August? No, I think, but I wasn't able to articulate myself. So I was like beating about the bush again, telling him that, also this, oh, I thought of this. And the underlying cause was that maybe I needed to a surety, like these real estate 2 months before they send us an email saying, surety, having this, like everything, like they send us forms and this and that, also preparing us for beforehand. So maybe I needed that also, some assurance from him. Or shall we, so I was confused. Shall we do this, that? And I needed to figure out for now, right? So I was beating, I was like, and then earlier also, when I was sent him the first time, I sent him a message saying, "This is what I want from you." All that, and I'm not able to explain it to you properly. Oh, and before that, whenever there has been some problem, right? He's like, "No, don't worry." No, I was like, "I'm worried because the thing could get on me. Someone could frame me in that other building. I did not throw the cigarette in the chute, right?" And I was so worried. And this brother of mine that I had just messaged now, earlier on, many years back, he wasn't very helpful. He was very difficult. He didn't calm me down or anything. And then again, I had a problem here some time ago, and he wasn't very helpful. He didn't, they wouldn't come over or, no, you need support. Okay, we're here for you and all this. You worry, you're too much and this, and you're making too much out of this. And didn't even come over. And then this time also, he said he's busy and he would call me later. We'll talk later. But the later day never came. Although he does reply on time, like every message. And then maybe maybe I sent him a message that it solved. Sorry to trouble you. Oh yeah, later what? Yeah, I said remembering that maybe or maybe I felt a slight kind of avoidance or neglect. He didn't want to really solve this. Can you help me solve this problem? Advice I need on this, right? So, very not a very. I felt under the thing that he just want. So he's busy and all this later on. At work, Okay, but still I felt something. Mm, not. Anyways, so I then feel guilty, and and then recently also, I was like, I felt when I first time messaged him and all this, and the way he was replying to me, uh, and then in the end I said, no, no, thank you, no, but no, no. Okay, so we stopped at that. My message, my reply, no, 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 thank you very much, but no thanks. Then I was like, 2 3 days or something, like who should I? All the time this was on my head. And if we don't sign something properly, this office they send this paper back, form back. You have to sign it properly. So I don't know why I make mistakes every time. How many years I've been making mistakes, signing many signs. So the right side, the right place. Then they would send the worker back. Say we had to give it to the office. He would bring the papers here, but if I signed one place where I wrongly signed it, they would send the form back. So, like the panic attack, and 6 months earlier, I'm like, wait. Okay, so this 2 months, and so I said, no, thank you. Okay, back to this, who I started to take. So I was help from, and I then said, no, thank you. Now I'm wondering that, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not rich, and I wish I was working. This is terrible to be dependent, codependent. Why am I not working? God, I couldn't complain because I don't know who. I know now which God is going to help me. There's which God? I'm a truth seeker. Who's going to help me? Which God also failed? Everything has failed. Make it to fight evil, to neutralize evil energies has failed, backfired so badly. We started in here, I thought telepathically, with another spiritual person helping me telepathically, but not showing. I don't know, there was some problem. They said they didn't want to show their face, so they had to come telepathically from a distance. Tell me that we are helping you out and all this. Okay, so the sorcerer, we couldn't. They couldn't. She was he or she. They were attacking a lot. Okay, so this didn't work out. That time, healing. We're healing you also didn't work out. So we're going on and on. Evil energies, attacks, psychic attacks. The works. Okay, like here. So here I was like, who shall? Oh, so I felt like killing myself. Like I thought, okay, you better buy instead of getting help from someone. Now because you need their bank account, the checks, and I will pay them back every month. But transfer money to them, and the bills will be, if I'm not able to go to the mall, to pay the bills. Then online, I don't do it. So in the heat in summertime, I can't. If I'm so, who will do this? And my brother, youngest brother, also because he's got this worker, and I'm triggered. Uh, no brother, but I told one brother that we're going to let's keep it to. I hope I don't kind of. And I have no right. I should, and I forgot I should not have flipped at his worker. I told myself, you have no right. I'm too majburo. You just keep your work. Even if they're not, you are not the sister. Even if they say that sister, if you need to go to the hospital, we'll be available, or call us or something like this. But if he goes for something in a little bit, uh, so how can he take me to the hospital? Well, I'll feel ashamed to call him, right? For even in the emergency, it takes time for the doctor to come and see us. The preliminary checkups also. So this when he said "Aaj to main khwar ho gaya" or something, then I backed. I wanted to give him. He wouldn't take any money from me. Any like you've worked, and "Aaj tum khwar ho gaya. Let me pay you for the time. Do something as a you worked for me. They're not my brother. This one is my brother's worker. So I was telling myself, just keep your mouth shut and take it from them. And it's different when you go yourself, but now someone else. Now you're majboor, you're helpless. I don't know for how long this will go on. Trying to get this. So, but I flipped on him and I did. Said, sister, I apologize. I didn't mean it like this. And then another time also, I sent him some messages on WhatsApp, and then he never forgave me when I couldn't find anyone and my health was deteriorating, and I was like, you get up, you have to get up yourself and do the work. I couldn't get up, helpless. Okay, this what should I do? I can't get up, and it's getting worse day by day. My health, I can't get up to eat. It's hurting me. My whole body is hurting me. It's getting worse. Who will help me? So recently, I did, and calling also is difficult. Ordering food or ordering any pharmacy and things. I was like, no, you go out, and I'm now angry. I was so angry at no humanitarian thing here. Where here, what? Who will help? Reach out, help. No one even comes ever. It's not for free, right? That someone will come and put. Sometimes help me clean up this part and look at the mess. So look at the dust and all and everything, right? So it's difficult. Once in a blue moon, I can go out. And that very day, then, you take the garbage or leave the garbage and do this. And I mean, I'm going out and the garbage is, I'm not taking the garbage out, cleaning them. Oh, it's really crazy here. So I was like, so then Sri Ravi Shankar ji, I found, right? And I was going out without I'm not going to call the police and who's forget it. There's no humanitarian help here, right? So I didn't even take the phone out with me when I went out. If I lose the key or some man, well, what? I was just very angry. Without the phone, I went out mobile phone, right? And I didn't even order. I could have called them. I said, forget it. I have to go myself. But that was good that I went because I got some other herbal things for me and all this. Is it vitamin or is it herbal? what the one vitamin and one herb. Yeah, this I could. So I went out myself. Came back very tired, and now I'm delirious, very tired, and I thought, okay, now I'm confused. Like, what do I actually? And I'm thinking, I'm giving my brother. He's got this to take care of, this to worry about, this. I mean, this to handle, this to. He's working. So I messaged him right again. And maybe what I wanted was for him to hear me and try. So I messaged him twice, right? I sent him a voice message, two messages, and I forgot to, and of course I forget. So I forgot. In the second message, I said, please reply at your own time. Think about this, what I've said. Try to make sense out of this, right? That I've said. Maybe I haven't said it properly. Um, and actually, what I must have wanted is to, like, perhaps, go back to the brother who has been paying for this, helping me, like, using his bank account, leasing. And this brother has, and I've earlier, remember, spoken to him and said, like, sometimes I'm not able to express myself properly. So can you please understand this? And I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Even then, he said, oh, yeah, I did not understand what you're trying to tell me. Even my father has not said this. Like, what are you trying to say? Right? To me on this. I felt he actually, this was the same brother who in Dubai long time ago, year 2000, snapped at me and, right? Very rudely when I just wanted to help him. I'm not help him with his one suitcase, smaller suitcase. So he's used that. Oh yeah, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And then, then the next time, the next day, after 2 3 days, I've gone out, come back, and I sent him a message. I think what I needed to know is, so no, I must decide that maybe not him. I'll go back to that brother who I, uh, youngest brother, and get something so cancelled from him, or that we, either him or my youngest brother. Let's ask him, like, before I can't, like, I've already spoken to him, so alone now I have to inform him, right, where I'm coming from, and there were other problems other things coming in the way. So, for this, or we decide now. So he's told me, oh, when that month will come. No. So the first message he sent me was that I have listened to half, little other message, half of your message, voice message, and I don't understand what you're trying to say, Zahra. Zahra, right? I don't understand what you're trying to say. That again, the rudeness, the, like, you've listened to half of my message. You haven't even listened to the full message, and you're telling me you don't understand what I'm trying to say? So you better listen to the whole message, right? You should listen to the whole message. And blaming me now again for not being able to communicate properly to you. So then again, I'm like, what is this? And so, but then it started from there. Listen to my next, the whole. In the second message, I told him, right? I showed this here or somewhere on Facebook or here too, or both places. Live stream. The person is dying, can't go to the, it's very difficult to go to the, get up. Not once since I've come here. You have come. It's been 4, 5, 6 years, 5 years. Oh. And then I told him, you hate me. That's why you even changed the state or city. Like, what is this? And he's saying, then he's blaming me for his wife's health and, indirectly that I have cursed him and abused him before when I came here. Because at times something happened again. You people don't understand someone not well. I've been trying to tell you I'm not well. It started from there, and I feel this is a crime against me because considering my condition. Okay, things happen as in families, family members, and all that. But you know how they say now, run the other, if you can avoid covert narcissists against this, or whatever, like run, get away from them. Very toxic, and nothing you say or do will help if they don't want to change, right? Maybe they'll never. Or if you're a wife and you want to stay with them or your partner, then do this way. But mostly, if you can keep away from them, keep away from them. Keep a distance from them. So this. Oh, so I felt this was not um, now this, and I've said like also right that if someone comes here with the rudeness and dishonesty and trolling me and not cooperating, how many times would I say cooperate, please? And the old ones coming here, right? So I'm not going to tolerate this kind of behavior, please. And it's going to bring the worst out of me. I'm not well. So please help me. Don't bring the worst out of me. All this. Let me just, I'm going to keep it too slow. Trying to find that. So, sorry. Yeah, so please, where's that? Difficult to even search. Message delay. Oh, yes. Yes, I've put it on slow mode now. Okay, so I've said this, please don't. And another thing I've said is that I have had made up my mind in Karachi, decided that I will go door to door for any rudeness, any kind of suspicious, if I have this thing against you, data, you're doing something, I'm going to go and check, talk to your mother, come to your house, talk to your mother, or if you don't have a mother, then something needs to be done against such, where I feel that bad conduct. So when I came to Dubai, I was like, oh my God, this is very good. In the workplace also, they get a good conduct certificate, good conduct, right? So when I was criticizing the system, work system, that what is this? People, as bad as they are, they're earning money, and behind our backs, they could be. Uh, so how to stop in Karachi? I thought, oh God, if a psychopath is after me, you know how they hit. I've seen how they hit their wives and like the, and then they would want to hire someone spiritual, psychic, with psychic abilities could be attacking me. It was terrible for me. Day and night during sleep, also, right? Okay, okay. And the thing is, I would want your mother's name, your family name, and we need to come to your door. We're like NGOs and reformers and social workers, and we need to come to your door and complain to someone, your guardian or what, or do something like complain to your workplace. Then, if you don't have a mother, if you don't have a father, and you're living alone, then then let's go and complain to your workplace. It's not about reputation here, like this person, Ibrahim Loeb, and he's taken my this person's name that who was my family member. It's and telling me, don't ruin, don't say, don't spoil my reputation. मुझे बदनाम नहीं करो, like don't make me notorious and all this. It's not about reputation. This is about harming people, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, the way you treat people, your behavior, sneaky ways. The person is dying, trying to help the wife's health. She's never sent me a regard. I've sent her loving regards. Through my brother, even not sent me, who was my brother. Since the time he's gotten married to her, you know, we haven't spoken. Forget speaking, even on social media or WhatsApp. I would send her, if my brother, this family member of mine would say, Eid Mubarak to you and loving regards to your wife. I stopped doing that because I was not getting anything in return from him, from his wife. I thought, okay, not even regards back from his wife. This is from my wife, regards from my wife. And moreover, he's comparing me to his wife to me and saying she's above me, self-righteous. But above me, I would never be a sister-in-law like that, right? Or a daughter-in-law or a mother-in-law. I mean, a daughter-in-law to a mother-in-law like that, like his wife. I would never be a sister-in-law like his wife. Good conduct in workplaces. So certificates, oh, the W doesn't, that, I can't do it this way. It doesn't work. Workplace. And then, oh, that night I went out, so an Indian man, and that really, so Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, I felt in my third eye, like vision. He came, right? Not physically, but invisibly. Um, so in the, I forgot, UAE. Oh, I don't know about sorry, I didn't read this. A good conduct behavior certificate is also required for work visas to ensure a safe and secure community. Wow. In the UAE, workplace conduct is guided by legal regulations and ethical principles, emphasizing honesty, professionalism, and respect for colleagues and the organization. It is guided by legal regulations and ethical principles. And for the Emiratis, anyways, okay, so let me finish. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar came here. I went out, and that man was so helpful, an Indian man. And I've come out of that pharmacy. I also thanked him a lot, and so helpful, so helpful. And thank you. Oh, and I'm all of a sudden saying my Indian. I'm not an Indian, right? But maybe thinking I'm some because of Radha Rani. What is coming out of me inside, and until I reached my place, I'm like, my. Now all of a sudden, I felt like an Indian. I'm not an Indian. Such good behavior, so helpful, kind. So this, thanks to Sri Sri, I thought it's not all Indians are like that. They do have attitude problems and all this, right? And not, but this time he made my day. He said, at least I could, it means a lot to me. So kindness and helpfulness, this means a lot. And at that time, so I was like, Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, after a long time, I didn't even call him. He came invisibly. And he knows that, I'm not really, but I was like, thank you. Could it be because of Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji? I was surprised. And then sending this person, family member, what really, and yeah, so we need, like, also, like, people on social media, good conduct. Please, I cannot take, sorry, I can't accept, tolerate such behavior on social media also. So when I'm telling you as an ex-Muslim, it's not a crime. I'm not a dushman. I'm not an enemy of Muslims, right? And if I don't mean to insult Prophet Muhammad, and it's not about reputation. It's about calling a criminal, ill conduct, bad conduct, disrespect, even in a sneaky way. Someone is doing it with an attitude problem. This is calling it out, and these are now, and the situation. Please realize that I'm not well, so the condition of a person, it should be considered, right? So back to now. Okay, now coming to the topic, not back to the topic, coming to the topic. So I was just trying to see. This was one of my favorite surahs some time ago when I came back to the Quran, when I discovered opening the Quran. Before long time before I'd read the whole Quran, so I don't remember all the surahs. But when I came across this surah again, I really liked it. Right, I swear by the early hours of the day, and I was thinking that there is something here that I can, humanity for help, although this would be help for the believers in like lost, or for your Lord has not forsaken you, nor has he become displeased, and do not chide a beggar, right? And surely what comes after is better for you than which has gone before, than that which has gone before, and soon will your Lord give you, so that you shall be well pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and give you shelter? So, with orphans, you're supposed to deal kindly and all this, and find you lost and guided them. And I stopped at this, and I was like searching here because I was like lost. And I came to this ayat. I was like, Allah. I had thought that this, when you find an orphan, it's for Prophet Muhammad, this ayat, right? And Abu Talib helping. And I've read this Shia commentary some time ago also. And so it was also help for the people who are not, this is very good, like help for the people who do not chide a beggar and don't chide a beggar and all this, right? So, what was it? The commentary section. Okay. So, but and the thing came up, right? The Islam religion's thing came up. Quran's problem, the word also, Dalla. So if I was saying, no, no, the Abu Talib. This is because he was he was an orphan. Prophet Muhammad was an orphan, and Abu Talib helped him, right? So this for Abu Talib and Prophet Muhammad, right? How come this verse is not for Prophet Muhammad? Because then it's Dalla, seventh ayat of Surah Dhaha, and find you lost, that is unrecognized by men and guided. So see how now the meaning of the Dalla changes, and how this whole ayat changes here for Prophet Muhammad. They can't put Dalla meaning astray. They can't put lost that he was ever lost. The Shia especially. Sunnis, I haven't done much on this, but I know Salahuddin told me about uh, Surah 33 ayat, Surah 33, the ayat that at this time when Prophet Muhammad adopted Zaid, he was not a Muslim, meaning he was a pagan Arab idol worshipper. This is what the Sunnis believe. What the Shias believe in is never was Prophet Muhammad a pagan Arab idol worshipper, nor were his parents, right? Nor were his parents. Like he was from the monotheistic Abrahamic religion progeny, right? So, and his parents, his whole progeny, Abu Talib, even Abu is Abdul Muttalib, his great grandfather, and so on and so forth, right? So, sorry, I had to get up and not had to put something on. So, Abu, okay, just a minute. Now the religious thing came up. See how? So, yeah, so for the Shias, this, right? Not for the Sunnis. See, another problem. Now, oh, there's all that Abu Talib, according to this, some Islamic sources, which the Sunnis take, Muslim non-Shias take, is that he was a disbeliever, kafir. He died a kafir. So then definitely there will be a curse on him also. But anyways, that's another matter. Because there's a ayat, Allah and the angels and the men, all men, curse the disbeliever who dies, right? So all the chance he had while alive didn't become a believer. So he's because now Abu Talib. So I was telling the Sunnis that here when Prophet Muhammad was an orphan, who helped him? Abu Talib can't be a disbeliever. And this verse, so I know this verse very well in my previous old live streams. I must have, I'm sure I've mentioned this, taking Surah Dhaha verse too, and like the Shia commentary also. So verse 6 refers to the divine protection arranged for the Holy Prophet when his father Abdullah died. Oh, so his father died before he was born, and his mother died now. Yeah. Mother died when he was only 6 years old. So he went into, God chose, so his grandfather Abdul Muttalib died 2 years later. Thereafter, his uncle Abu Talib. So he went to his uncle Abu Talib as an orphan, loved him, protected him, and brought him up as his own son. So this ayat is about Prophet Muhammad becoming an orphan and Abu Talib taking care of him. Now we're not on the point of what Sunni and Shia, but for the Shias, we're on this point that for the Shias, if this ayat is for Prophet Muhammad becoming an orphan and that God helping him, oh, sorry, what number is it? 6. Did God not find you an orphan and give you shelter? So the giving of shelter God chose, Allah chose Abu Talib for Prophet Muhammad. And here, find you an orphan. Who did he find an orphan? Prophet Muhammad, right? God, did he not find you an orphan? So this you, an orphan, is for Prophet Muhammad. This verse is explained, this ayat, clearly like this, okay? Then, but Surah 93, same Surah ayat 6. Oh, sorry, ayat 7, ayat 7. And find you lost. So the word used, sorry, is here. Is Dalla. Now, Dalla can be used in Dalla. Oh, it's Dalan, right? Sometimes it's used as Dalla without the N. Sorry, I forgot. So this N is pronounced here also. And he found you lost, so he guided. But what is she? So anyway, Dalan. Oh, okay, I can't pronounce it properly, but I have to learn this. So earlier on, I never used the Arabic words, but now I'm using the Arabic words. So now on these Arabic words, I got it. Thank you, Quran.com. Back to the Shia multilingual. God, is it this one? No, this is, we're going to come to this later on. This one, right? Hopefully, here. So see, what the Shia say about this ayat, you can see in brackets also, Shakir has put it, and find you lost. Now they can't put this. Shias know that he knew that he was never an idol worshipper. This much for sure. He was never a pagan idol worshipper, right? Also. So how they changed this ayat's meaning for Prophet Muhammad. So this should be for the Prophet Muhammad, right? Since 6 is for Prophet Muhammad, uh, he did he not find you an orphan and give you shelter and find you lost? Okay, so at least say, at least if you're not going to, there are two meanings or three meanings for Dallan or Dalla. It means lost or astray, right? Or erring, right? Making a like making an error, erring, right? Three meanings, I think. But for sure, lost or astray. And the ayats I'll show you on this word. Also, error, making an error. So he doesn't make an error. He's not, but they put here for Dalan as a lost. That is unrecognized by men. Now they've completely changed the meaning of this. And the commentary for this is this ayat is also in verse under verse 3. So let me just explain this. So he's lost, according to the translation and the brackets also see. That is unrecognized by men. This is how they put the lost also meaning to. Meaning to the lost. He's lost. Found you lost and guided you. So how they put it, how Shakir puts it, and guide them to you. Yani, not guided Prophet Muhammad to the true right path, but guided them to you, guided the people who were lost to you, because you were unrecognized by men and they were the lost cases. Dalan, 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 sorry, Dalan, they were the lost cases. And so we guided these lost cases to you. And they were the lost cases and you were unrecognized by them, by these lost cases. Dalan, Dalan. Got it. Sorry, I'm making some mistakes. So, Surah 7. Verse 7 also implies that the knowledge the Holy Prophet possessed was perfect because he never acquired knowledge from any mortal but was taught by Allah Himself. See commentary of Surah Baqarah and all this, right? Surah. The Holy Prophet Imam Ali Raza, Imam Ali Raza said, the Holy Prophet was lost in the ignorance of the people. This is how they interpret this ayat. The Holy Prophet was lost in the ignorance of the people. So Allah brought His light among them in order to guide them to have true knowledge about them. About Him. Sorry, where am I? Light among them. Sorry, I have to read this again. The Holy Prophet was lost in the ignorance of the people. So Allah brought His light among them in order to guide them to have true knowledge about Him. Verse 2 of Najm clearly asserts that he had never gone astray. So the word dalla, dalla, or dala cannot be translated. The Shias don't pronounce the N in the end, like in Quran.com. So the word dalla can, or maybe it's, one form of this. Maybe Shias do pronounce it, pronounce the N in this verse, in this word. Anyway, so the word dalla cannot be translated as wandering or going astray. Verse 2 of Surah Najm clearly asserts that he had not gone astray. So they, of course, can't do. So you see, they can't see the contradiction, which we are ex-Muslim or someone is trying to point out to them. So what they do is, this is how they reconcile by changing the meaning. So like this. See, not much change in verse 6 of Surah 93. Did he not find you an orphan? This you definitely it refers to Prophet Muhammad, right? And I was using this verse to show to the Sunnis also that who took care of him, and how could an idol worshipper kafir take care when Allah is claiming that He took care of him, or Allah gave him shelter. This is Prophet Muhammad for sure. And you see, this is a straight ayat, it's taken properly as it is. But then the seventh ayat completely changes meaning for the Shias. Complete change of meaning of this ayat. That is unrecognized by men. This is what it means by him, Prophet Muhammad, you. Meaning Prophet Muhammad being lost, finding Prophet Muhammad being lost, that is unrecognized by men, and guide them to you. Let's see. So, and 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 find you lost and guide. They haven't even put guide you, right? Let's see what the Quran ayat actually says. It says, and he found you lost, so he guided. Okay, doesn't say you. The Sunnis also Sahih International put you in the bracket. And he found you lost, so he guided. So there's a so he guided whom? The people or him? So there's Allah's ambiguity too in this ayah. You can see the meaning changes completely when we go to the Shia commentary and interpretation. Also, you can see in the Shia commentary and even in Shakir's translation of this ayat in English. In brackets there are. So Maududi puts, did he not find you unaware of the right way and then directed you to it? Yusuf Ali puts it in English, and he found thee wandering, and he gave thee, you, guidance, and he gave you. but whatever it is, let me just. Okay, I'm going to remove the receiver here. ضالا ضالا ضالا. So you have to stretch the A, but anyways, I'm going to make it short, right? Dalan. So this is how the pronunciation. This what is the right pronunciation of this word. Dala, dalan. It's okay with this. I'm okay with the Shias on this, and I feel they have translated it well and interpreted it well. Surah 93 at 6. And did not he find you, Allah meaning find you, Prophet Muhammad, an orphan, yatim, okay, an orphan, and give shelter to whom? So Allah doesn't even say your give shelter to you, but just give shelter. It means we have to, again, Allah is ambiguous, right? So did not he find you an orphan and give shelter? Meaning to you. So whatever you may say that he doesn't, Allah doesn't want to repeat that. It's a short and sweet way of putting it, but not clear enough. And but an intelligent person will, normal, average. Allah doesn't have to repeat this. You give shelter to you. Okay, but since this one would have a problem, since Allah is ambiguous here also, so they can change it to guided you, meaning Prophet Muhammad. No, guided the people, because you were lost in those you had been unrecognized by in those people who were lost, who were astray. Then we can even put the meaning of this word as astray. This problem, ambiguity of Allah, you see how what evil works, right? Now, Quran corpus, we go for this word, right? Dala, or dala, right? Dalal, uh, it could be pronounced dala, or yeah. So these are the forms, verb one dala and all. Dala, dalal, adal, dalalat, dal, tadlil, and like this in this form, model, or how you may pronounce it. But these are the forms. It's written in Arabic. In the Quran is found, right? So he went astray. She errs. So it can also be used as errs, stray, lost. It can also mean, see, strayed, Surah Fatiha also. Strays, I would go astray. Where's Surah Fatiha? It didn't start with the Zaleen, gone astray. They haven't even Surah. Oh, they're different forms. Okay, Surah Fatiha, noun way, form in this way. So they'll give it here. Perhaps. So you see either astray or error, being in error, meaning, or lost, right? Can you see this? All this? Or lost. Three meanings, different. Ah, so this is the way Allah should not have used, should have been very clear and not have used one word, this word, especially to mean different, or lost, or strayed, or in error. Like the English, lost should have been lost. In Arabic, for lost should have been a word different from going astray and astray. And another word like the English use for lost, astray, and Error. Lost, astray, and error. Okay, even if the English use sometimes for like no, lost. They okay, I'm lost, but I'm not astray, right? No, no, yeah. So like the English language, Allah should have also used different words for these. A different word for lost, a different word for astray, and a different word for error, right? Very important because then, like, when Allah says that they distort the meaning of the a word or what, they distort the scriptures, it means they can distort the meanings of the words. And this is how, yes, we've seen here, this is how they can do it. And Allah Himself is showing us how He's left this way for them, for, and like, He's left an open way for them to, distort, where the Muslims would say, no, no, this does not mean, um, in English, this word does not mean lost. Or here it means lost. There in Surah Fatiha, it doesn't mean lost. It means going astray, you know? And, but can you blame those who say, the non Muslims, would say, or the, whoever, us who are challenging this Quran are saying, no, Allah's sure, because we're not, and then you're going to blame us for misinterpreting, like, this Saklan Heather and all coming here. Muslims saying, oh, you are misinterpreting or taking the wrong meaning of this word. But in the Quran ayat itself, Dalla, let's see, even written like this, let's find out, right? How it's written in Surah Dhaha. Let me find out another ayat. Oh, sorry, another form. No, the same form, but meaning different. Meaning changes. N should be there. Go astray. But this is the luna, right? The the lan, the lan. I can find it. Okay, so we would be blamed by someone like a Shia, even Saklan Heather, who came and blamed me. Let's see if I can find it. Lan, 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 error, the lan string, lan. I can't find that form and show you, but is this not enough? Like, but I still, like, let me see, I'm searching, right? Oh, I'm offline. What's happened on this other device? Misleader, Mudilan. Yeah, so it would be, at least look at this. It would be better right now. I can't find a similar way and I can't even find, where is it? Lost. Dalan. Okay. Yeah, I found Surah 93, ayat 7, the way it's written. Dalan, right? Dalina. This is the only lost. I can't find Dalina. Those who Dalan. So if they put astray here for this word, right, it would mean that there would have been a that those who are on the Surah Fatiha, there would have been a curse on Prophet Muhammad at that time, right? When he was astray. or when he was in error, not like those idol worship, or yeah, right. So he was not on the straight path and all this. Maybe after this, then the curse would have been on him. But before this, it was okay because God had not brought this, revealed this to people. So, but anyone who is dalal, dalan, or no, dalin, dalin is astray. And there's a curse on them. Surah Fatiha. So it's put in this form, right? Oh, now even the S is not working properly until I turn this device like this. And Surah Fatiha, Surah 1. Okay, so how much time? 1 hour, 51 minutes. In the name, yeah, last verse. Seventh, right? And the path of those who have, who, oh, sorry, and the path of those you have bestowed your favors on them, not of those who earned your wrath. Sorry, I'm not used to this translation. I was used to another English translation. Those who earned your wrath, makhtube alayhim wala adin, no, no, let me, on themselves and not those who go astray. Darlene. Darlene, right? So they would not even be on the right path. The path, sirat, sirat, mustaqim. So I have to read the whole thing to, I don't even know the number of this ayat. I just read it, without knowing the numbers of these ayats. We have to read it in the, recite it, reading, you know what I mean, reciting it in namaz and all this, Surah Fatiha. So, what is this now? That the prophet was not on the right path and he was astray, right? Dhalin. He was Dalla, right? But now in Surah Najm, he's not. Allah says, Surah Najm, that he's not in error. Now the Dhalin, the word changes slightly a meaning, not as your no, no. Now here error is ghawa, right? Now for error is ghawa. So why are you using at times for taking dalla to in English translation, meaning this is. So you see how the words meanings the English translators are showing us how the the word, Arabic word can change its, like you can, now for ghawa is error, for dhalla is stray. See how the words are being played, meanings of the word. Anyways, we look at, so sometimes dhalla is used as error. Anyways, now we look at this word dhalla, and the English translation is strayed. Not strayed nor has he erred. Maududi also uses not strayed the word. Yusuf Ali also uses astray, meaning not strayed for dhalla here. Not in not not that is not in error. Error, the word for this. Not lost, but straight, right? So straight. So this ayat says, your companion has not strayed, nor has he erred. Now, now there's a contradiction. And this is how, but how is there another thing to help you if you don't understand? Like you would still say, well, that word means, and this is the interpretation, it means lost. And so, Sunnis, I haven't looked at your tafsir, sorry, on this Surah Dhaha ayat, how you take it. So, what is it? How more help, more. So, we go a little bit also. The words meaning, you could change the translation if you're not sure about this. Look, Sunnis could be more right about this rather than Shias. If from this ayat Surah Dhaha, ayat 7, they do mean that Prophet Muhammad was astray, lost, or in error until Allah guided him, right? Because you see why? He practiced, where do we go to? If you have you thought, guessed? Surah 33, ayat, where the first, so which ayat do I go to? Surah 33, ayat 4. Allah has not made for any man two hearts within him, nor has he made your wives. This about the wives, okay. Where is that for the sons? Nor has he made those whom you assert to be your sons, your real sons, right? These are the words of your mouths, and Allah speaks the truth and He guided to the way. So your sons can't be your real sons, meaning they're not your biological sons, they are your adopted sons. We got that. But Prophet Muhammad made Zaid his son, adopted him, right? And moreover, what we get from the Shia tafsir is this. Where is it? In the market of Akkad, Zaid bin Harith was being sold as a slave. Okay? So, okay, we got this that he adopted him and he gave him his name. You know, that day Zaid was his son and he was his father. He made witnesses. People bear witness to this. Not he didn't call Allah to witness. And only Allah is the true witnesser. But he made people, this is in the Shia tafsir. The Holy Prophet asked the people to bear witness that from that day Zaid was his son and he was his father. Then he married his cousin. Oh, that's another, right? So, not your biological son, but he gave them his name, Prophet Muhammad. That means he's really practicing it in the pagan Arab way. Because then now the ayat goes, Surah 33 at 5, assert the relationships to their fathers. This is more equitable with Allah. Okay. Then he takes away his name. Prophet Muhammad takes away his name from Zed. Zed go Zed, and now it's Zed bin Harith, not Zed bin Muhammad. So definitely Prophet Muhammad practiced the pagan Arab way of adopting the son, adopting another son, Zed. You see this? Because fifth ayat of Surah 33 says, assert the relationships to the fathers. This is more equitable with Allah. So then even in the Shia tafsir we have, and what more does Allah say? Then they are your brethren in faith and your friends. But if you do not know their fathers, Okay, Prophet Muhammad came to know his father, said he was kidnapped. Prophet Muhammad came to know his father, and so Zaid's father. And so if you don't know the fathers, but a very, no, wait, I won't go too far. I'm not going to read. And you made a mistake. So even Prophet Muhammad made a mistake, but what I want to take you to very quickly is another riot. If you're, remonstrating, you're against me, see that Prophet Muhammad is not the father of any of your sons, right? And even Shia webs, like, so Zaid can't be his adopted son. Can he be his adopted son? When Allah says, Prophet Muhammad is not the father of any of your sons. In what manner is he saying that? He made the wives believers' mothers. But this means that he doesn't make Prophet Muhammad believers' father. Like that also. So for this ayat, Allah does not mean that, oh, he's not your father because he's biologically not. You are not his sons biologically. Allah also means it in this way, right? In which way? Where is it? Muhammad, that like the wives being the believers' mothers, Muhammad is not the father of any of your men. Like his wives being mothers of the believers, Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, but he is the messenger of Allah, right? He is the messenger of Allah and the last of the prophets. And Allah is cognizant of all things. Refer to the commentary of Surah 4 of this surah for the issue of adopted sons raised by the disbelievers. Hmm? Okay, and commentary. So just the prophethood, universal. Refer to the commentary. Okay, about the father. What does Ahmed Puya say? Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, annuls the pagans' laws concerning the adopted children, but it does not mean that his posterity was cut off. Of course, it doesn't mean that. So see commentary of Surah Al-Khathar, be Fatima Zahra being his and his posterity coming from his daughter, not his son. Okay. And Surah Al Imran, verse 61, wherein Abna Anna, Nisa Anna, and Anfusana are distinguished from other people. And Min Rijalekum, of your men, has been used in this verse to exclude all others from the progeny of the Holy Prophet. The word okay, I don't know if khatam implies not only the finality but also khatam. Okay, finality. Now this is not required for this stream. So Prophet Muhammad not being the father of any of your men, remember God has not even made him the father of any of the believers like he's made his wives, Prophet Muhammad's wives, the mothers of the believers. I'm saying mothers because he had many wives. The mothers of the believers. And, but didn't make him father of the believers. I think this is what Allah is trying to say, right? Not that his posterity is what is cut off. Oh God, simple words now. I'm really losing it today. This time. Right? So where am I? Am I wrong? But so also taking it very personal now, because every time, like, there are things, obstacles in my way, in the truth, finding on my previous religion more and more problems and mistakes, the way they've misinterpreted the Quran ayahs, right? So Sunnis, ask yourselves, is this right? At least on this point, that the Muhammad is not the father of any of your men. How come Allah has made his wives believers mothers and not him your father, the believer's father? Huh? Isn't that unfair? Also, see this point. Sunnis, Shias also, but Shias, Muhammad, Allah could have made Muhammad the father of believers, right? But he didn't. Okay, you could say that since he had to marry believers, so he could not be the father of the believers. Hmm. But here he says, Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, not women. Right? Why does he say this? Your men. So Allah could have said, Muhammad is the father of all the believing men. Ooh. And then, of course, he could get married to any believing woman that is legal for him, that Allah has made legal for him, lawful for him. But here, point is that Muhammad is not even the father of any of your men. Hmm? Muhammad is not the father. Akamedi Puya says, Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, annuls the pagan laws concerning the adopted children. But he himself practiced it like a pagan, adopting Zed. But it does not mean that his posterity was cut off. Of course not. He didn't have men. He didn't have a male child. He had a female child. And so Fatima comes in, not Ali, being his son. And moreover, Hassan and Hussein, according to Shias, are called his son in Surah, the ayat on Mubahala, bring our sons. But Muhammad is not the father of any of your men. So this means he can't be father not of pagan men, any of your men. So he can't be father of even the believing men. Do you see this? I don't know what the Shia Sunni commentary is, but this is the Shia commentary. But since, okay, so now away from the Sunni point and all this, at least get this point right. Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, says our commentary. Puya annuls the pagan laws concerning the adopted children, but it does not mean that it annuls the pagan laws concerning adopted children. But the Shia say, right, that he does not err, and from since the birth, he was never a pagan idol worshipper. How come he practiced the pagan laws concerning the adopted children for another son, adopting Zed by the pagan laws? giving also his name. So back to Surah 33, Ayat 5. No, wait. The Shia Tafsir. See, in the market of Akas, Zaid bin Harith was being sold as a slave. The Holy Prophet purchased him and adopted him as his son. Okay, good Islamic way also. But then the Shias themselves say that Prophet Muhammad gave his name to Zaid, meaning it became Zaid bin Harith, even after knowing his father. The Holy Prophet asked the people to bear witness that from that day Zaid was his son, and he was his father by. Wait, oh, I have to read this. The father of Zaid was a man of means. When he came to know that his kidnapped son was sold as a slave, he approached Abu Talib to obtain the freedom of Zaid from his nephew. The Holy Prophet at once set him free and gave him permission to go with his father. But Zaid decided to remain with the Holy Prophet. The Holy Prophet asked the people to bear witness that from that day Zaid was his son and he was his father. This means that not only, it doesn't mention that, but we know, as a Shia, I know that Prophet Muhammad gave Zaid his name. Shias, I mean, I was told that he was Zaid bin Muhammad, then it was changed. Even after then knowing, after reading, I realized that I was told this, right? That Zaid was given, as a Shia, I was told, Zaid was given Zaid bin Muhammad. And after, so this means reading this, I didn't know this. After knowing the father of Zaid, he gave Zaid his name. And the ayat says, uh, fifth ayat. So ayat says, assert their relation, ayat 5 of Surah 33, assert their relationship to their fathers, meaning it should be Zaid bin Harith. This is more equitable with Allah. But if you do not know their fathers, then they are your brethren in faith and your friends. So they can't even be your sons if you don't know their fathers. Holy Prophet was not doing this. Shias as a holy prophet, knowing that he's a prophet, not practicing. He's practicing the pagan Arab way. So more back to this old ayat. I've already done, but not in this detailed manner, in this way. To explain it and show it to the Shias where you have gone wrong and about Prophet Muhammad. It means he did err or go astray, and that he himself was lost, going back to Surah Al-Dhaha, ayat 7. Shias have themselves claimed that Prophet Muhammad made him his son, gave him his name. So that means according to the pagan Arab. And if after this, right, after this, on this ayat, Shia commentary, Surah 33, ayat 40. Aka Puya says, Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, annuls the pagans' laws concerning the adopted children. You know what this means? It helps you to know Prophet Muhammad should not have made Zaid his, in the pagan way, his son, which he did according to Shia history, Islamic history. Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, annuls. This means that Prophet Muhammad was a pagan, practicing the pagan laws concerning the adopted children. Shias are saying no, he was never a pagan, but there is evidence that he was, right? He was a pagan. So in that, the Sunnis are right, the Shias are wrong. I'm not saying in everything the Sunnis are right. Please don't get me wrong now, right? Islam itself is false. It's got many contradictions, and Sunni side also have shown you Quran only every way, right? Hopefully. But you see, the Shias are contradicting themselves. And they didn't see this. Oh my God, such eminent religious scholars trying to save their lives when the Muslims themselves, the hypocrite, trying to kill and unlive in them. Sorry. Do you see now more evidence in this way the Shias have been contradicting themselves, right? Okay. How else can so many things? Allah distortion of the words. You can distort the ayats meaning, and the ayats meaning then in this is distorted. You see, has to be to defend Prophet Muhammad. But where I caught him in Surah Dhaha, the way sorry, excuse me, the way this is okay, straightforward taken, and soon, no, Surah 93 again, Surah Dhaha, ayat 6 again. Did he not find you an orphan and give you shelter? Shia say you here is definitely Muhammad. And so it's a very straightforward thing that Prophet Muhammad was an orphan, not anyone else, right? It's not referring to any other person there. So did God not find you, Prophet Muhammad, an orphan? Thank God. Here the Shia say the you here is Prophet Muhammad and that he was a prophet. He was an orphan, right? A narrow doubt. I don't know why you don't see this. When have I said that I've become a Sunni without? Why did you become a Sunni? I'm an ex Muslim. Can you not see? Please. And narrow dot. What is this? No. Very low understanding. I'm sorry. So I don't know how I will. What do you mean by this? I mean, I'm not a Sunni. I'm an ex Muslim. Are you in? I see that something. I said, why did you not become a Sunni? Oh, why did you not become a Sunni? Sorry, sorry, sorry. I apologize greatly for this. Not become a Sunni because um, I, sorry, I apologize greatly for misunderstanding, misinterpreting your, oh, yes, yes. Why I did not, why I said, why did you not become a Sunni? Now, you see, I should have become a Sunni, right? Did I say that Sunnis are right in everything? What a question to ask. Even this way, brother, narrowed out, yeah, Sunni Islam. Yeah, this is the true Islam, right? Sunni Islam is the true Islam. You don't KMNE. Pardon? What's that KMNE? Yeah, Sunni Islam is the true Islam, right? When I'm pointing out mistakes of Shia Islam, why do you have to tell me why I did not become a Sunni? Please, it shows that you, why I didn't become a Sunni? By now you haven't, have you checked my previous live streams? Now you see you're dead. How interested are you in Shia Islam? I see your fear in what, if you, please be honest with me. Do you have some fear when I talk about, when I bring out the Shia mistakes? Do you have some fear in you? Huh? This kind of a question, why leave Islam instead of become a Sunni? It shows you are offended by me showing the mistakes. Like if Shia Islam is wrong, then Sunni makes sense. Should it make sense? If Shia is wrong, should Sunni Islam make sense? Huh? Prophet Muhammad had said there will be 73 sects in my ummah, like religion, right? From my ummah, 73 sects, and only one is right. One will go to heaven. I'm not afraid or interested in Shias. But this is, but why are you talking? There are times when I'm on the Shia mistakes. Why that doesn't make me a Sunni, or that if Shia Islam, you, what do you want me to say? I know what you're trying to get at, and I'm not going to say that. In my, I can see, I can see that you are not making sense. No, that's not what I'm saying. You're very hostile and aggressive in the way you approach questioning. Mhm. Because you're questioning, sorry, I don't mean to be hostile and aggressive. It's just that you don't seem to be honest. And I've said many a times here, please be honest. You don't seem to respect anyone, anything. It seems the honesty. You seem to be dishonest. This kind of a question is would be coming from someone who is, I'm not hostile and aggressive at all. In the way you put it, questioning. The questioner, to the questioner, why I'm here a little agitated. If you were Muslim, then why leave Islam over Shias? Like, why does their opinion matter to Islam? Honest with what? Respect with what? Respecting honesty. I don't see you friendly, honest. I see you dishonest. That's what I see you like coming here. Honest? Being honest? Your question, the way you've put it to me, is not honest. It's not being honest. You need to be honest in what I'm being disrespectful about. So I can see if I should apologize or change my approach. You're being petty. Forget it. Get a life. Okay. I don't, this is, you're being rude. Now, clearly rude. How can, I'm being petty. Okay. Am I? No, I don't think I'm being petty. I don't believe I'm being petty. So, pointing out sometimes on my live streams Shia mistakes, sometimes the other sex mistakes, right? Right now, I'm just pointing out a Shia mistake, and it seemed as though it bothered you. All my live streams are not on Shia against Shia Islam. Have you checked that? And I'm an ex-Muslim. Do you see this? Welcome to ex-Muslim channel. That means I've done my research on Sunni Islam, Shia Islam, Quran only Islam, and I mostly concentrate on the Quran, which is the main book of Shias and Sunnis. You're literally belittling my character for no reason. Name one thing I haven't been honest about. You saying why I didn't become a Sunni without knowing that I'm an ex Muslim and I've done much research on the Quran main book and it has many problems. So, why should I become a Sunni? Why should I become a Sunni when I've pointed out the mistakes? Name one thing I haven't been honest about. You haven't been honest about me pointing out mistakes on. I'm not belittling you. I've just seen that you are wrong in questioning me like that. Why are you testing me like I should know you? I'm curious, so I'm asking questions. You called me dishonest. But if you had just checked, I'm an ex Muslim. Right now, I'm doing something on a. The way you asked me the question, it's not right. You called me dishonest. Yes, because the way you asked me the question, it shows your dishonesty. But I'm asking question based on your title. What title? What is my title saying? You said, why am I not a Sunni? Why ask me such a question? Why am I not a Sunni? Please, why did you ask me why am I not a Sunni? I think Shia is wrong. I don't know what you think right now. Please don't give me your thinking. First of all, you're not being honest here with me. I have reasons why I'm not a Sunni. And right now I'm pointing out Shia mistakes. Okay? So it shows I gather there's an underlying cause to what you're saying here, the way you questioned me. Underlying cause. I think Shia is wrong. I don't think Islam is wrong. Why should we care about Shia Islam? What is this going on? Please, why shouldn't you care about all the religious sects? Shouldn't you care about them and do your research on all religious sects? Which one could be, which one could be wrong? Which one could be right? Why should we care about Shia Islam if you're exposing Islam? I'm just showing the various mistakes some religious sects, like this was my previous. I have to explain. Sometimes Shia Islam, sometimes Ismaili Islam. Can I do that? Why shouldn't I do that? Why shouldn't I do that? You tell me, why shouldn't I do that? Please answer my question. You're being very rude, cutting me off. You're not answering my question. Why should I not point out a mistake? First of all, how shall I come with you? I don't feel this is the way you should have asked me. And why should I not point out a mistake of every sect of Muslim Islam, every sect of Islam? You don't want me to think and tell me to not thinking. No, it's not by thinking. Yes, think. But okay, think what you think. But I'm showing evidence from Quran. Not thinking, ha ha ha. You want me just blindly follow you? What is your agenda? You have just come here to hurt me and make me aggressive and put blame on me, every kind of blame that you want to put on me. So, disrespect, and if I could get you door to door, I should. Where are you from? You know Arabic? And why are you in Islam? Haven't you done your research? Thinking and proof, both needed. Your thinking could be lopsided. Your thinking can be biased. Even research can be biased. So, my agenda is for the truth and to help the Muslims see the truth. That's what my agenda is. Because Shia Islam doesn't represent Islam. I don't want you to go there now. This is not my topic. Sorry, right now. Takfiri is not my topic. You deal with your problems that you have between you Muslims, right? The conflicts and the hatred you have for each other. You claim to be ex-Muslim and you're exposing Shia Islam as if it represents Islam. Well, for Shia Muslims, it does represent Islam. For Shia Muslims, and what if I put the question on you? Who represents the true Islam for you? What represents the true Islam for you? For Shia Islam, Shias, Islam represents, this is the true Islam. So I have to help the Shia Muslims, right? When you are not at all bothered about that. And in fact, you are at loggerheads against each other. as Muslims. What a tragedy. Look at that before pointing fingers at other ex Muslims. So you may not care about Shia Islam. I'm helping all Muslims. I'm united in my cause, and that's a great cause. Truth and justice with proof. Your opinion isn't lopsided, everyone else's. I didn't say it's my opinion, I said evidence. And sometimes even evidence is lopsided. So look who's doing gaslighting and disrespect and being very rude and trying to hurt me. But so I don't have time for people like you. It's not about conflict and hatred, it's about truth and knowledge. Uh, if it was only about that, then why would you hate hypocrites in your religion who say they're Muslims? You're just talking on your own without even backing your stuff with what you're saying here with the Quran ayats. Allah hates those, believers are told. I'm trying to, no, no, what you're trying to do is you're trying to hurt me here in a very clever, cunning manner. And you're trying to distract me from my topic. And if I raise my voice, you're going to say, I'm the aggressive one. I'm the one who's bad. You are a great person. Stop playing victim. As I'm trying to say that don't gaslight me. Why should you gaslight me like this? This is disrespect. Now you're going overboard. And if you're being hurt or that people are out to get you, you're showing that you don't listen. You're showing that you don't listen. That's what you are showing. And one thing at a time, slow mode. I'm going to put it in more slow mode here. I'm going to fix this. Chat filter, community moderation, more slow. Okay, I'm trying to say that Islam isn't sex. So when you started sex, it does nothing. It does nothing. Stop playing victim. Uh, Islam is sects. Abraham is of the Shia, and Shia is a sect in another ayat, meaning divided sect. So Abraham is a Shia of Nuh. Abraham Abraham is not only a Muslim. So please don't let me go to that old stuff. Please, I'm on a topic that you're not on. You went to saying, blaming me for helping Shias leave Islam, showing them where their mistakes are right now, right? By steering the conversation and topic to Shia Sunni stuff. And there were There were also hypocrites. It is about hating hypocrites. Allah hates believers who are hypocrites, who say one thing and do another thing. Surah Saf ayat. And please, I don't have that. I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything. But if my voice is raised, I apologize from my side. I'm not feeling well, and I like people who cooperate, not come in this way. Uh, this kind of questioning is, I can see, and I will decide on my terms. If I detect dishonesty and hatred from you and lies from you, then you have to go from here. It's not me. The problem is you. You see, that's what the problem is. So, oh believers, there is, Allah loads those believers who say things. That's why it's addressed to the believers. What are you saying that there's no hate? There's hate in your Allah. Allah hates the hypocrites, believers. So, believers, if you do this, then you will be hypocrites, and Allah loads them. And they can be believers who say we are believers, but they can be hypocrites. Okay, show me in the Quran where it says that Islam is sects or should be made up of. There's an implied ayat on Abraham, but that's not the topic right now. But just let me show you one thing here. Surah Saf, since I will show you on my terms. Why do you want to take me against, to be saying much against Sunni Islam now? It's already done. It's finished. Sunni Islam is finished. Wherever I'm trying to help on the branches now, the foundation of Islam is gone. But the way you questioned me, sorry, sir, narrow doubt, sir, that's not the way to question people. And who is the uh, sneaky, dishonest man? Is you, sir. Maybe you shouldn't be scared of me if I'm aggressively answering you. But I've said time and again that I will not tolerate disrespect and dishonest people like you. I've been here from the start. You're so petty. Oh, you're continuing with dishonest and hate claims again. You're so petty. You just love to put people, disrespect people, and insult people, isn't it? Hate is here. Your Allah hates those who say what they do not mean. And the believers also who say, so that's why Allah addresses to the believers, greatly hateful in the sight of Allah is that you say what you do not do. And this is addressed to the believers. Greatly hateful. O you who believe, why say you that which you do not? Huh? If you, Allah is saying, because there's an ayah, that's why. Hate. Miss Sir, there's an ayat in the Quran that Allah greatly hates those believers. So he's telling the believers, oh, you who have believed, why do you say what you do not do? Sorry, good luck talking to yourself. I can't, talking to myself. What disrespect. I can't make videos, so I'm coming live here. I don't give prior notice. Do you expect my subscribers to join me? There are four here I just saw, and now there are two. Do you expect me to expect my subscribers even to join me right now just because I can't make videos uh, and give prior notice? That's why this live streams, I can close the live chat. I don't have to open it. Do you expect me to expect my subscribers to join me here? There are around 1,000, 1K subscribers I have here. Okay? So you don't expect that to happen when I don't give a prior notice of my live stream. I came here asking questions and you imposed your manipulative mind games. And rather than have a conversation, you want to keep up this petty character assassination by. You see, you've run away now. You've run away, coward. You are a coward. You don't want to see this. No, the true honest person who doesn't, I can see how you want to put others down, like the whole world is, against you, and your problems do what the problems you have is because of the others, and others are petty and you are great, like me, are petty. You are a coward. Come here and see your Allah, what your Allah is saying. Instead of putting others down, you only hear yourself. And that's why you think you're the best. You're not petty, putting others down for no reason, for no valid reason. You don't have valid reason, you don't have valid, we can't trust you. So concerned about drama than educating truth. Um, Now you're, no, you just concentrate here. Don't give, don't think about what I am. Don't say what I am against me so much. Too much drama you are doing here. I'm not doing drama. When you weren't here, I wasn't doing drama. I was on the points, on the ayats and the tafsirs. You came with your drama here against me and against Shias, right? I'm not with the drama. You are with the drama. You came with the drama. I'm saying concentrate on the ayats that I'm showing you now. Since you got me distracted from my topic, I wasn't doing drama. You understand? You are doing drama. I'm not doing drama. I didn't start the drama, you start the drama, right? So calling out to people, and what is your real name? Can you give your real name? I'm as transparent as I can be. My real name, my family name, but then they told me for my indirectly that I should, they were, I think, sending messages, uh, indirect, that I should not use my family name here for my own safety. But since you are a Sunni, why do you have to hide your name, your face? What's your true? Naradot is what? Your mother gave you this name? Parents gave you, you're a Muslim, Sunni Muslim? No, no, I didn't do. See, why aren't you showing? You have only one subscriber and you're telling me you're not even listening to what I'm saying. 6th October 2024, Narrowed. So, sir, can you be civil? Can you just not be on drama? You know? Do you know? I was not on drama, I was on my topic. Sir, we're trying to make this world a better place. Homosexuality isn't a good reason to leave Islam. Who's, who said I was homosexual and this is the reason why I left Islam? Huh? Who told you this? Who said that I was homosexual? This is why I left Islam. Sir, stop lying against me. And if you want to do that, carry on with your lies against people. It's relating to one of your past videos. Which one? Oh, you've seen my past videos. So have you seen the one against Sunni Islam? Well, I didn't say I, and even which past video? Which past video? Did I say in my past video that I left Islam due to sexuality and that I'm an homosexual? You've got the wrong person or you're lying through your teeth. So, being a Muslim, do you know there's a curse of Allah and you should be destroyed? Curse of Allah on liars and misinformers and falsely accusing people. You're not even, you don't even fear Allah. Shame on you, you call yourself a Muslim. You should be ashamed of yourself. Which past video? I didn't say I'm a homosexual. You're not even answering me. Which past video? Give me evidence. Let me go to that past video. Take the name of the past video. Sir, I think you need help. If you socialize like this, if you're socializing like this with other people, work at workplace, and oh my goodness, falsely accusing people, not giving evidence, the way you're slyly, cunningly coming, you've come here, and the way you write, your disrespect, sneaky ways, putting people down, falsely accusing them. You have lots of problems. A disgusting person you are, personality. You need help. Please go and get yourself help. Falsely accusing people, lying against them. These are criminal acts, should not be tolerated. And if I knew where you lived and your mother and your wife, do you have a wife? Poor wife of yours. Do you have a partner? You have mega slow mode on. I never called you a homosexual, but I'm relating to the video you dismissed. Homosexuals. Huh? Why focus on sex? Now you're moving to sex from homosexual. When did I say I left Islam due to homosexuality? This is what you are saying. Homosexuality isn't a good reason to leave Islam. I never spoke about homosexuality. Why are you going there? Your drama needs to be stopped. You need to really um be checked by someone. Stop creating problems for others and falsely accusing them and hurting them. Stop hurting people, or else one day you will pay for it. Someone who knows you will come after you, should come after you. Which country you belong to, that country should not tolerate you. I'm telling the world, bring cases, legal action. Something needs to be done about people like you. You understand? And you may have Islam in your backing, and that's all. But you have a terrible character and a terrible nature, criminal, and you're against you have no fear of Allah. This is what is showing. This is what your data is showing. Which past video? It's relating to one of your past videos that I. No, you haven't answered my question. You have no fear of Allah, so you have no weight to carry those words. No, no, as a Muslim, I'm saying you have no fear of Allah. It is showing, your data is showing. Your way of putting things is showing here. You know, in the Quran, Allah says, if you falsely accuse someone, what is that? False accusation, you must pay for it. It's a crime, right? Surah, that also I can. Do I have to show you all this? Muslim, do I have to narrow doubt? I don't have to have fear of this Allah. I just have to have fear. I don't have to have any fear because I have love. And so I have to unwind, do all this that your religion has put in me, the fear and all. Through fear, but your Allah says, don't lie, have fear of me. I'm not saying have fear to be good to a person. I'm saying have love in your heart, have respect in your heart for yourself and others. Have compassion, have mercy. But shouldn't you have fear in your heart? Shouldn't you have fear of Allah as a Muslim? Because Allah says have fear of me. Knowing the truth and hiding it. No, wait. What does Quran say about, I've forgotten where that verse is. Falsely, oh, falsely accusing people. Surah 22, ayat 30. Accusing people falsely and inferring them with no evidence in an inhuman, is an inhuman, filthy crime. Do I have to tell you this? Huh? Surah 22, check Go read Surah 22, Ayat 30. I have to take it from azhar.eg. So I'm just trying to make it a better world for people to live in. Whether do you think that all those who are not Muslims have no fear of Allah? So that's why they lie like you and hurt people and all this, falsely accusing people, putting them down, insulting them. I have too much respect for myself and humanity to do what you are doing here against me. I have too much respect and true care, genuinely care for human beings. I wouldn't even dream of doing this, what you're doing to me here, what you're trying to do to me here, insulting, putting me down, falsely accusing me, drama you have brought here, and blaming me for what you have done here, to try the drama you have created here. I think this is enough to give to you. This is how your Muslim take this ayat, Surah 22, ayat 30. Not me. It says that Surah 20, filthy crime, accusing people falsely and inferring them with no evidence. You should look in the mirror and learn to communicate with people. This is a very insulting way you're putting it. You started the insult and you're going on and on shamelessly, not accepting your faults. Oh my God, the world would be better if this people like you should be, if they're not taught a lesson. The world would be better if people like you are taught a lesson. If your mother didn't do it, your wife should have done it. No, no, your data is showing that you are insulting. I'm not saying you're out to get people, but this is a crime. Your own Islam is saying it's a crime. Okay, now get someone, please. Which country do you belong to, or are you scared to tell me? Which country do you belong to? Please check his country. Someone, social media should have for us some more support against these. Your please, Muslims doing this against their religion and religious people who are of a different sect. There's nothing even. It's been decided. Who are you to say that Shias are not Muslims or Shias are wrong? You're all united according to uh, King of Jordan. Azhar University has accepted long time ago. Where are you? Shia Islam as one of the sects, schools of Islam. If there is a contradiction in the Quran, ayats, what can I do on sex? You should look in the mirror and learn to communicate with people without. What is this really? Falsely accused me. The only reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because you insulted and falsely accused me. You know I can get you banned for threatened me multiple times. I said criminals need to learn a lesson. Shouldn't criminals what threatening? Yeah, I'm saying action should be taken against you proper action. Now, wouldn't you, if you are harassed, or your wife is harassed, or your daughter is harassed, it's a criminal case. Threatened me multiple times. I haven't threatened you multiple times. But action against harassment should be taken against stalking, like, for example, in Canada, against a stalker. We should call out to people like you who are harassing me here, who are trolls, insulting me. Action against insults should be taken. It's a criminal act in my country. Offense. It's a criminal offense, not even a civil offense, to insult another. So I'm saying, which country are you that you are freely insulting others like me? I can see, and you have the freedom. You think you have the freedom to do this, and I shouldn't. Community standards. Abide by community standards here. Doesn't matter if you think I'm a criminal or not. You literally called for viewers to dox me. You think you are the moral judge. No, no, caring. If you don't care for people, what's your name? Moral judge? The other person you are thinking that you are my moral judge and you are the judge of the Shias. Talk about the thing you're saying here. What are you talking about? You think you are the moral judge, that you have the right to threaten and call dogs upon me. Uh, then let my country be the moral judge. Let your country be the judge, right? And if a family member is hurting me and doesn't care for my health, there's domestic violence, abuse, and all this. Negligence. What about the negligence? In your religion, Islam, like even in your country, you're neglecting your mother. You're neglecting and you're hurting them, ab- abusing them. That's a crime, right? Neglect is a crime. It should be. I do have the freedom to do this under the guidelines. I'm not breaking. Oh, you aren't? And TOSU, however, what's TOS? Did. Do you know what doxing is? Google how serious it is to do on this platform and the internet. When did I do doxing on you? No, no, you don't have the right to do this. I decide and the guidelines. No, you don't have the right to insult me here. Follow the guidelines. You are rude. Doxing? When have I done doxing to you? What is your name? When have I done doxing? The action or process of searching for and publishing. I never searched for you to dox you. Maybe you have abused me, emotionally neglected me as a family member. Have you ever done that? I haven't doxed you, searched you out, on the internet. Are you talking about Zuhair? Are you talking about Zuhair? Who are you? Are you talking about Ali Shah, ex-Muslim, who comes here? I don't go to people's live streams doxing them and saying like you do, harassing them and trolling them. What's your name? I've never doxed a Narodote. I've never doxed anyone. I've never doxed anyone for doxing. I never do doxing. Unless some Shia comes here, puts me down, like you have been putting me down, calling me petty, this is an insult. And I'm going to, but in my own terms, you're not following the community guidelines. And stop lying against the community guidelines and YouTube. You see? Can you see this? Hmm? Can you see this? Can you see this? Are you going to still lie and stick to one topic at a time? Answer one question of mine if you can. You're evading, you're lying, you're putting me down. God knows you're all over the place against me, putting wrong accusations on me. Look at this. I can do this. You know what I can do? It's against the community line guidelines. And if I feel that you, right, report you, unwanted commercial content, hate speech or graphic violence, promotes terrorism. Have you promoted terrorism against me? Like Zuhair? Hate speech or graphic violence, harassment. I see that you have been harassing me, and this is the thing. This is harassing me. Don't lie against YouTube. Now you've started to lie against YouTube guidelines and what we can report in the message in your messages. What you have been doing is this. This is harassing me, and I can report you. I'd user. I'm going to ban you. Bye bye. You're not going to enjoy hurting people. I won't give you that pleasure anymore. Hurting people. You enjoy hurting people, putting them down, falsely accusing them, and then blame it on them for what you are doing to them. And worse. Okay, so this is what I've shown. I need a break. This is these trollers, they come here to hurt others, falsely accuse others. This is how they're ruining and damaging people's lives, wanting to damage. Hopefully, he will not succeed. This is another one. And this one will also not succeed damaging my life. And I hope people like him don't succeed and they're stopped in damaging people, wanting to hurt them and falsely accuse them and exaggerate and whatnot, even and twist and turn the things, will lie the truth around and against, put things against them, falsely going on. This should be stopped. No one, no one in this world, no human should be suffering. This, please nip it in the bud. Social workers, NGOs, individuals, if you care, please make this a crime and do something. Let's take more action against it. These kind insults. Let's make it a criminal law, right? Please, and stop them. This is abuse. This is a crime. I cannot tolerate. I hope you also don't, and we can help each other in this. Or someone who's capable now to help you, help me, please reach out. Please change laws or make it tougher for these people not to hurt others, unable to hurt others. If we can go door to door and warn or do something, fine them like UAE fines and puts in jail also. But I'm saying fine them, talk to their family, or if they can't, if they don't stop this kind of bad behavior, insults and all, hurting, trying to hurt people, damage their lives, wound the wounded more and more with no remorse. Can you see this? Now this has gone out of hand. So this should not be done. This should not be allowed by any country, by another individual, even in humanity, as human beings, fellows, human beings. We should not allow this, and we need to call it out as a crime. Please. So, first warning is that we will reveal, like in my country and other countries, if they're Canada for stalking, USA also, Western European countries, and in my country, you they what they do. My father told me that if a man is harassing, if he just once harasses, and the woman feels she's been harassed by this man, she just calls the police. They will take this man and they will interrogate, of course, and find, if they find out he has harassed the woman, they will put his picture in the newspaper, I was told by my father. His country does this, right? So please, where I'm at, this country does this. So these are not threats. Don't, I mean, try to, you've gone as far as, if you are that, right? That person hiding with the, so promoting terrorism against me. But even before that, um, abusing, it's abuse. The person is not well, is telling you. Family member, even, should not be tolerated. For years, tolerating such a family member. Family member should not be tolerated. I've done no doxing or anything. You've been lying, lying, lying through your teeth, providing no evidence also. Shamelessly lying. You are your only evidence, you think, as if the courts are going to take you as the evidence against me. At least I provide evidence. So thank you so much for your time and attention. Really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. Uh, and I wish you a life without, as I started in the beginning. So going back to what I started with, I don't want to see you hurt, someone hurting you, or me, or anyone. So I wish you a hurtless life, beautiful life, never put anyone down, right? And if someone does that, we need to take action again and again and again. It's high time. Like how many times we've given them so much. Even in my sickness, I've forgiven people for the emotional abuse they've caused against me, the negligence. Can you believe it? It's like 24, it's the 25th year. So I wish you a beautiful life without such people. These people should be, action should be taken, criminal action against them. Fined now, criminal action, laws. Please, please, I appeal to you. Like UAE, unlike any other country, has made insults uh, a criminal law, right? A criminal offense, sorry. I'm not saying imprison them. I'm saying please see, find them, or even a family member insulting another family member will be going, if published in the UAE, they will be going to jail or fined with a hefty fine amount of money, right? So please, yeah, we can change. And I'm saying covert narcissists, if you have evidence against them, like they have taken your money, please use that. They've ripped you off. They've used you financially also. So if you, some kind of, for example, like, only emotional abuse, like how can we prove that you have been emotionally abused by a covert narcissist or a psychopath or even a normal person just hurting you, hurting you, hurting you, right? Due to some whatever problem. That's a crime, please. Do take, if you can prove it, and if you have more strength. I couldn't prove it, I had to use social media only. If you can prove it, and I've been forgiving them the neglect, the abuse. It's like, I'm a cancer, I could be a cancer patient. I mean, the pain and all this happened. Please, if we can do something, please help me, uh, and help yourselves. If you have the capability, how shall I say it, I'm now very tired, sorry, excuse me. If you have the capability, yeah, my heart, then I did some, exposed a family member. Now you know what my condition must be. I've forgiven him. I have even wanting to help him. He disrespected me and I wasn't well, knowingly, knowingly, like a stranger on a plane. Mel Robbins has even spoken about that. Her experience on a plane with a traveler next to her seat, knowingly refusing to even hear about my pain, the pain I'm going through, emotional, the damage, mental. It's been proven. I went to a psychiatrist recently. I've got all the report from a psychiatrist is in my hand. Even then, neglecting, like at that time. Also, if I went to a psychiatrist in Karachi, it would have been proven through what even the Aga Khan Hospital doctor gave me, Dr. Naqvi, at that time when I went with my father. It was an anti schizophrenic drug medication. I was given. So please, I forget. I just wanting to help the person. He disregard. It's like no, no, no. Let me do it. I will do it. Like it's like Mel Robbins says it. Absolutely not. Neglect and crime, and now they're coming here and they're doing this with a different name or someone else's. And look at the writing, right? This person, I, I mean, I need like a. Is it this person? Let me see. Now I'll have to waste my. I don't have time. No, no, I have all the time. Sorry, I'm not able to put it properly. I can't, I can't eat properly. I don't. I'm in pain. I I need someone to help me. Why did you become a Sunni? So this person I just exposed was a Shia, is a Shia. What was it? Sorry. I said, why did you not become a Sunni? I said, why did you not become a Sunni? You don't KMNE. What's KMNE? He doesn't answer. I don't know. What? I removed some. Why leave Islam instead of become a Sunni? Why leave Islam instead of becoming a Sunni? Should be. I wonder if that other person has made the same mistake who is related to me, whom I exposed recently. I have to see how they write, and or if it's someone else, or he's using someone else like he did, that I'm going to use radical, threatening me to use radical Pakistani Muslims against me, Islamists, meaning terrorists. No, that's not what I'm saying. You're very hostile and look at this, very hostile and aggressive. Okay, see, that's what police, Dubai police, Abu Dhabi police. So this is what they make you shout, and then I don't want to, like that. Some people say that, but someone's stopping me. Okay, there's actually these people. My well wishers, sincere. We got you, and we're going to take action. Enough is enough. They're saying, really, but I can't see them. You see, this is the problem. I need. Uh, I- Lying about homosexuality and why I left Islam. Look at how he's evaded it. Please help. Please help me. I can't do this. I just I'm broken. Someone is broken. They want to break them more. Thank you so much. Sorry. I have to go like this, leave you. Sorry. Thank you for your time and attention. Sorry I couldn't give a prior notice so that my subscribers could join me at times. Oh, it's really terrible with this man who breaking me. Okay, indirectly he's telling me that he is that Zuhair. So we'll see about that. Someone, uh, someone I caretake my well wishers, my supporters. I just, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't. It's so surreal. Please, can you help me? We'll be back. Until then, thank you so much.